Actually, UnDaoDu. I was gonna walk that way, then I remembered someone passed away, a young guy, 30s, leaving kids in Japan. You're not allowed to walk around outside in the village when someone dies. Disrespectful. So I need to walk the other way. Just didn't think. Hopefully no one else saw me on that. He has returned. And I want to talk about an UnDaoDu moment. It's an UnDaoDu moment. An UnDaoDu moment is what you may call serendipity. Serendipity. I don't know if that's the right term, serendipity. But when the strangest coincidence happens, and the odds are, and I've had a lot of these UnDaoDu moments. I wish I had recorded them all. When I met with Sadhu Brock at the top of it at the church of MDU, Metaphysics of Distributive Unconsciousness, I claimed it. Right? That is the official church of UnDaoDu. Whether Brock likes it or not, my brother Brock, I have put the do into that church. And it is, whether I'm there or not, that is the church, distributive unconsciousness, the do. The metaphysics, right? There is no religion, but a doist can you can be a Christian doist, you can be an Islam doist, or Judaism doist. All these, doesn't matter. All it means is that you believe in the Big Bang. That's all it means. You believe that the science, that there was a Big Bang. And what is that black thing down there? You see that black thing down there? Really interesting. It's a hose or something. Should try to fish it out. Need a stick or something. Looks like it's moving. Oh, I need some stick. Something's floating in the river. But it's obviously a stick that's kind of stuck because it's all winding down there. So, UnDaoDu moment. It's an UnDaoDu moment. And today I had this week I had an UnDaoDu moment. So, been carrying this burden on my back. 0202. And it's cold. It is cold here. It shouldn't be cold. Friggin' end of April. Ridiculously cold. Very unusual weather. And 5 years ago, my mountain teacher showed me a house. And and I was not interested, but he came and showed it to me. He said, "How about this house? Look at this house. It'd be a nice house for you." And I was like, "Yeah, but nah, it's too big and everything else." Well, I would think in 2021, I was like, "Hey, I'd like to get that house," but we couldn't find the owners. Right? I told the guy, "Let's get this house, see if we can find out." It's an IKEA. It's always empty. It's been this way for 20 years. Let's find out who owns it. It's a big, great found-up house. It has a lake in the back and everything else. So this year, when EDUIT happened, I was like, I'm gonna need a house. I'm gonna need this house. I'm gonna need this house because we got Jon Snow, Helios, and all this team that eventually gonna have to come here. And it's just over there. It's not that far away from the house. It's way from my wife and everything, and need the house. So I went back and I just started kind of walking around. And there's one guy who lives up there. And I talked to him. I said, who owns the house? And blah, 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 blah. And they, and I couldn't uninstall his Japanese or anything. Oh, you got a pheasant. Look at that pheasant goes flying by. Trying laying eggs in here. There could have been the nest in here. I wonder how I won't disturb it, but it flew out of here. So I wonder if keep an eye. Maybe I get some pheasant eggs. So I went and got my mountain guy, and I said, hey, look into that. Again, it's like, it's going to be hard to find, and blah blah blah. I can't, it's just. So I said, well, talk to this neighbor. I think he knows who it is. So he went there, and sure enough. And the guy's like, yeah, it's owned by, a software company. They have software. Gives a name and everything. And I was like, a software company of all people. That's an UnDaoDu moment. Like you're looking for baby zero to give birth. Baby zero. And the company, it isn't like it's a big company. And so today, we go to the company, and the chairman shows up just to greet, just to say, hey, your little dinky car, right? You would think the guy's a multi-millionaire. It's like me, right? Riding a little shit car, cowboy boots on, long hair, he's got Harley Davidson stuff all over him. Just a cool looking dude. And we laugh and connect. And then he just introduces me, and my teacher to the new guy running the business, because he retired last year. And they were like, yeah, I'll show you the house Sunday. I was like, sounds great. Great. I want to see the house. So I have a great meeting, and I unload Baby Zero and how it will work in Japan and what it will do and how it will, I just dropped the bomb. The guy coming in here about renting a house. Next thing you know, you've dropped this bomb about changing the entire education system. And I described how it would change just with Baby Zero. And then how Baby Zero would become Baby One. It'll change the elementary and junior high school. Baby One is elementary, junior high school. And then Baby Two would be high school all the way through college. And Baby Three ultimately, which would probably happen anyway, but be postgraduate and everything else. So there's a AI tractor going back and forth, doing the final preparing for the tilling. So yeah, serendipity, UnDaoDu. Brock always said, a sadhu has powers. My first response when Brock said that to me, I was like, I don't know power. What are you talking about powers? There's no powers. And then it dawned on me what it was. I was like, Brock, I know what my power is. And he's like, what? The things that I need manifest around me, and that's a sadhu. You can think of it as the secret, right? The things that are required to bring about this little guy right here that's going to flatten education and the eSingularity, the education singularity, right? And usher in a radical change in Japanese education and education around the world. And ultimately, evolve into running these days, distributive, autonomous ecosystems that start off as a decentralized startup that it manages and launches, that you just have a conversation with. And it's exponentially hyperscaling. And these distributive networks all connect together as a kind of kinetsu, a beneficial kinetsu. ushers in social, beneficial capitalism. Tomorrow, I'm doing my first 1 hour talk where I'm going to describe all this in great detail. I think I'm going to start off, I'm going to tell you the entire talk in a minute. So that way if you get bored, or if you're not interested, you've heard it. So, and I'm going to share my journey on how it all started 23 years ago. 23 years ago with EDUIT, incorporating EDUIT with an idea. And how I'm still persisting, and it still may not happen, but the paradigm that I saw back in the early 2000s that I played and interacted with students, kind of acting as an AI that I shared with videos, right? Ultimately is now a paradigm that people are seeing and participating in. And the reason, I'm making it very public is because it's a paradigm that needs to evolve. We need to have baby zero. We need to get baby 01. We need to get obey. Obey needs to happen, right? Because obey leads to days, and days leads it's obey that's wielding days, a weapon that decapitates the Ouroboros of capitalism. Oh, undo.